Tyler, we're moving into one of your fights that you really like, McKayla Bouska versus Amber Burns.
Yeah, so this should certainly be a great one. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, Amber Burns from Linton, Indiana. She's the second fighter tonight that's going to be coming out of Coleman Kickboxing, so she brings a lot of people with her.
Making her entrance to the blue corner, McKayla Bouska!
McKayla Bouska making her way to the Coleman Kickboxing Entertainment Cage ring for the first time.
Now, Kayla, I thought you would find this interesting about McKayla Bouska. So she actually fought in Kansas in a bare knuckle fight because they allow amateur bare knuckle competition there.
That means she is tough as nails.
So she knows how to throw.
PC, would you ever do bare knuckle?
I'll try it one time for the one time.
I would have to know how much you're giving me to show up.
Those guys are a different breed. Seems to be the last fight on our undercard before we take an intermission. We'll get McKayla Bouska and Amber Burns underway.
And McKayla Bouska, she makes her way out to the ring here. She in her last fight, so she definitely is one of these, like we said, she's a brawler type, but she's one of those that gives as much as she receives. So this should definitely be a good one. Here she comes now.
Great song choice.
Already has a black eye. She's ready to go.
Love it.
That pre-fight training must be pretty hard back there.
Hey, who said women wouldn't stand there and bang either?
Mikey Gilman coming out there for some reason. Yeah, McKayla Bouska looks like she's had a really good training camp, coming in with some battle scars already. You got to expect the roof is going to come off when Amber Burns gets.
Yeah, we're about to hear the difference.
There you have it, folks.
Amber Burns with the crowd behind her.
So Amber is coming in off of a majority decision loss in her last fight, but she is now sitting at 1-1, with this being her third fight as she makes her way to the ring here.
Like Travis Coleman in her corner, Katie Shuck, who's our main event fight.
Now what you're going to want to look for in this fight is Amber uses her push kicks very well to back her opponents up and throw. She's got a lot of length. She's got great boxing from what I was able to see in her first two fights. She's got a really good, nice straight right that she loves to throw right down the pipe there. So McKayla, it looked like in her two fights that I was able to watch, loved to come forward with her head down at times. So we'll be able to see if Burns can capitalize on that.
And one thing Travis Coleman has told me about Amber is he wants her to be more aggressive. She seems a little tentative in her fights and not trying to push the pace coming forward. So he wants her to relax, come forward, throw the combinations that we've practiced.
Record of 1-1. Dressed in gold and black from Omaha, Nebraska, McKayla Bouska! Fighting out of the red corner, representing Coleman Kickboxing with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. Dressed in red and black from Linton, Indiana, Amber Burns!
Bouska versus Burns. Here we go. Big left hand, right hand lands for Bouska. Burns trying to find the knees on the inside. There's that push kick you were talking about, Tyler.
Yes, sir. Bouska coming right out the gate with that head
kick
style.
from Bouska. Burns eats it, continues to throw.
These two women are scrapping.
Reset, good. Reset, 2-3.
Bouska's doing a great job of keeping her chin down and keep it moving like that.
There we go. Reset, good shot.
Good knee by Burns.
Fine, trying to find that liver shot early.
Work your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good left hook from Burns. Catches Bouska on the way back from her kick, but she's backing up. You got to think Bouska's being the more aggressive fighter, really coming forward.
Burns just got to make sure she doesn't get forced back to that corner. She's got to make sure she circles out.
Good shot by Burns.
There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that head kick. Good girl. Good girl.
Bouska keeping the pressure on.
Good, that's it.
Burns has to keep those hands up.
1, 2, 3, 4. Side kick 2. Back kick 2, 3. Good girl. Back kick 2, 3.
Push kick from Burns, keeping Bouska off of her.
There you go. 2, 3. Good girl. Good girl. Back kick 2, 3. Back kick 2, 3. 2. Go on 2. Good. Go on 2. Go on 2.
Zeke Graves in the house joining us to the left of cage side.
She's getting tired.
The man's in the house.
Good. Work the body. Lead leg body. Lead leg body. There you go.
Good, another push kick from Amber Burns.
There you can hear Travis Coleman there in the corner yelling out instructions for Burns.
Bouska coming forward, jab cross, jab cross. There we go, watch that head kick. Bouska's throwing head kicks left and right.
Bouska with that relentless forward pressure on Burns.
Pace, it's putting Burns on her back foot, which I'm sure she's not used to being.
Burns needs to be careful about turning away from her.
Yep. Mike Huff giving a warning for back of the head.
Finish strong. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good.
Trade late kicks, but Bouska just comes forward with that cross.
Amber with a nice 1-2 of her own there.
Overhand right. Traded knees.
Bouska does not look tired at all.
Going to round number 2. You're Travis Coleman. You got to think that you got to get Amber to push forward. Fighting too much off your back foot in the judge's eyes, maybe you're landing the better shot, but moving backwards, you're not being as aggressive.
I think if Burns can figure out a way to stay calm and press forward while keeping her chin down, I think she'll find success in there.
Yeah, and like we see here on the replay too, Bouska, when she's coming forward, her head is mostly down, so Burns can maybe look to throw an uppercut or two to keep her thinking on the feet. And then we see that push kick there again that Burns has done a very good job of throwing to keep her opponents at bay.
Maybe Burns can use that switch, can use that push kick to turn it into a head kick.
Seconds are out. We're getting ready for round number 2. Bouska comes out super aggressive, putting Burns on her back foot again. Knocked down. No, we're calling that a slip.
Right fucking there. Throw that high kick, let's go. That front kick. Stay with the front kick. Front kick, 2, 3. Go right to high, 2, 3. Nice, again.
Bouska's doing a great job bringing that head kick at the very, very end of everything.
Reset 2, good girl.
Burns needs to find some distance, set, and throw. She's trying to throw, she's moving backwards, and it seems to be off balance in her.
Do it again. Do it again. Reset 2, 3. 2, 3. There you go. 2, 3 here. Put that front kick right there in the middle. Don't let her rest. Good girl. Don't let her rest.
Burns walking away. I don't like to look at her face. Big head kick, she eats it, comes back with a right hand.
1, 2, 3.
I see Straw getting a little close to them.
1, 2, 3.
Bouska is just relentless with that pressure. Has Burns on the back foot almost the entire round.
And again, every shot doesn't have to be a power shot. It can be at least 70% she's in touch.
Nice level change there by Bouska.
I'm Burns, kind of like you said, Tyler. I'm going to look for that uppercut as Bouska comes in, puts her head down.
Right, and if I'm Burns here too, I would try not just circling to one side. I would try using the whole of the ring there, maybe move left to right. It's a lot easier said than done, though, when you got an
overhand right,
constantly coming forward.
Burns is starting to waver back and forth, but I also think that the gas is starting to come out of Bouska. It's going to be who's got the better cardio to last this round and going into round number 3.
Back kick two, back kick two, back kick two. There you go, back kick two.
Bouska running across the ring to meet Burns there on the ropes.
Back kick two. Throw the goddamn two. Throw the two.
Another slip. Push kick into a cross. You can hear Travis Coleman asking for that over and over relentlessly. Left hook from Bouska. Backs up Burns again.
1, 2, 3, 4, let's go.
10 seconds left in round number 2. Amber Burns is eating some punches at the end of the round. This is tough to call. All right, we're going to go to third and final round here. Both fighters, it's going to be who's got the better cardio to come out the end. That's a tough one to judge either way.
Yeah, you got to think here if you're the judges, more than likely, obviously we don't know for sure, but Bouska probably is up 2-0 just from ring aggression and constantly coming forward. Amber's landed some shots of her own, but this is where third round here, you got to assume that you're down on the cards and you got to make something happen.
Amber Burns wants to pull this fight out. She's going to have to step on the gas pedal, bite down on her mouthpiece, and you can see Coach Travis Coleman trying to calm her down, say, hey, you're down possibly 2 rounds. We got to bite down on our mouthpiece and start coming forward. We got to start listening to our corner and what we're doing. We got to fight. Now,
right.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, at this point, you got nothing to lose.
Exactly.
So, whether you lose by decision or you go out there and potentially knock her out or she knocks you out, you got nothing to lose at this point. So, go empty the tank.
Third and final round. McKayla Bouska, Amber Burns. Here we go. Wow, Bouska comes out fast.
Wow, bad out of hell. Look at that.
Trying to finish Burns quickly, trying to overwhelm her. She eats a head kick and turns. Scott Huff might start thinking about a standing 8 count.
Bouska just constantly coming forward.
Burns needs to be careful, just trying to walk away with her hands down.
Big head kick there from Bouska. Has Burns in the corner, throws another big head kick.
Blocked by Burns, and she's trying to return, but look at Bouska just pushing back. Jab, cross, hook, 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 hook. Just walking her backwards.
To Burns' credit, even though it is off the back foot, she is still throwing.
It's more tiring to fight going backwards than it is coming forward.
Much more tiring.
Go get her, go get her! You got to throw that too, Amber. Who wants more? Back kick, 2, 3! Back kick, back kick, back kick!
I'd love to see Amber right here just slipping a nice uppercut.
Back kick, 2, 3!
Yeah, like we said a few times tonight, all it takes is one shot to completely change a fight.
This could be Amber's moment to turn the tide.
We're seeing a little life here from Burns. She's starting to turn it up.
Nice double hook.
Bouska with multiple left hands.
Whose cardio is going to last? We have just over a minute left in this matchup. tired, exhausted, mouth open, swinging with everything they have left. Burns has to push the pace.
You gotta go.
Big overhand from Bouska, forcing Burns back to the ropes again.
I don't think Bouska has stopped throwing punches.
Stay with it. Yeah, man, you got 25 seconds.
Burns has to throw.
Knock her out. You gotta go for it.
They're throwing here in
Good
the
right
middle.
hand from Burns. She's trying to land it. 10 seconds left in this fight.
Let's go. You gotta get here.
We're gonna go to the judges' scorecards. What a high-paced fight. McKayla Bouska non-stop coming forward pressure.
Yeah, right from the bell, she is forward, forward, forward. I would love to know if we had a punch tracker on that, how many punches she threw in those 3 rounds.
For the judges to tally their decision.
And obviously, shout out to both of these women here, but you know, shout out to McKayla Bouska coming all the way from Omaha, Nebraska.
Absolutely. That she's not driving all this way without coming back with a W.
Makes that drive a lot easier.
Absolutely.
And regardless of the outcome of this fight for Burns, that was definitely a learning experience for sure. Second time she's gone the distance, so she's getting great experience.
Well, it's a Brady L. Davison make this official.
For your official decision. Judge number 1 scores the bout 29-28. Judge number 2 and 3 score the bout 30-27. All for your winner by unanimous decision, McKayla Bouska!
McKayla Bouska coming out with the victory.
Again, what a great job from these 2 fine women.
Very well earned victory.